So my guest today is CharizardX. He is a
Hello.
another player in my local fighting game scene in Montreal.
Mhm.
We don't actually play a ton of overlapping games. We both played at Granblue for a little bit.
Yeah,
I
we played Granblue a few times,
Yeah, I think we
like
both
in monthlies, weeklies. Yeah,
there was a bit where we were playing that a lot. I think both of us have somewhat stepped away from the game.
yeah, a bit for me for now.
Hmm.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you're playing Seox. Do the recent buffs change that at all, or is it more a general game thing?
Oh boy, yeah, the buffs looks great, but in practice, it's really weird because they made some of his like move really worse or like more weird for some reason
Hmm.
when it was not really the problem of his character kit. So I'm not really sure where they're going with him because I just feel like they make him worse and worse in a way each patch.
Hmm.
So it's I mean, there's Riazol trying to cook with Seox, but it's like, yeah, it's kind of cooked. So, I mean,
Hmm.
maybe time will tell, maybe time will prove wrong again. But for now, it's not looking too great. But I took a break like before this patch anyway, so it's
Hmm.
yeah. For the moment, I'm just playing other games the same as usual and waiting for upcoming games too.
Makes sense.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
What was it specifically that you felt like you didn't really like about Granblue?
I mean, it's more like character. I'd feel it's more like personal character wise. Let's say
Hmm.
maybe because it's I mean, I played some other characters before, like in Vanilla Granblue. I come from Vanilla Granblue before Rising, so like I tried like a bunch of character before Seox came out in Vanilla, and then when Seox came out, I was like, oh, it's so cool. That's my character now.
Hmm.
So I've been playing Seox all this time, and now it's like harder and harder in some way. Like the knowledge, also matchup chart isn't really Seox favored a lot, so it's like besides few matchup, it's kind of hard. I need like a stable secondary like Beatrix or something, but it's takes time too, and yeah. For now, I mean, maybe a future DLC, but for now, I'm like just not actively playing it. But
Hmm.
I've put it a lot of time playing to my heart, competing to like I have few results there. They're not top results, but like decent enough to say that I did some stuff in that game too. I'm still happy with Granblue. I love that the game is popular in Montreal and Canada overall. It's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, you don't regret the time you put in. You're just not
Oh
really
no,
feeling it right now.
yeah. Sometimes it's like that, like it's okay to like play other games, come back whenever. It's like it's hard to for me at least. It's just hard to play one game at
Yeah.
a time, only one game, because it's kind of easy to just you play like I don't know, you play like Street Fighter Taken for a week. You're like I'm so tired of this character matchup or whatever mechanics. So like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just balance and all things, I guess. I always play like multiple game. I think that's what separate me maybe from some people. I don't know,
Hmm.
but like, I feel like I'm the only one who just play whatever I feel like and not just at the status quo of a game, whether the game is good or bad or played or not, and those stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a very healthy mindset to take to it. I think that
yeah,
it's very easy to go, oh, I hate this meta, but you know what? This is the game I play. This is the character I play, whatever.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, you're
I,
playing games. You play what you find fun.
yeah, yeah. You're play. Yeah, I gotta have fun first, no matter what the state of the game. So,
Yeah. What would you say are the games you really are having fun with right now?
uh, right now. Well, right now we're like in the content patch drought, like in the fine games, like we're waiting a lot of updates or DLC, so it's kind of like Street Fighter Tekken are kind of like on the waiting side right now, especially me for Tekken. I'm waiting for season 3 patch.
Hmm.
Uh, excited for Kunimitsu. I might try to play our subber in future. But I mostly been playing like other games and like I play Dota 2. I'm trying to learn Deadlock. I'm just my MOBA roots are catching up to me. The Green Goblin mask keep calling me. So
I feel you. I've had the exact same thing. Like every
yeah,
once in a while,
sometimes I just feel less like since winter, like I feel like there's like less tournament best stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill a bit and play other games and
hmm,
but waiting for upcoming games like Invincible and Pokemon that just finally got a release date for August. I'm like super happy.
yeah.
Mm,
What are you excited about? I guess we'll start with Invincible and then go on to Tokon after. What are you excited
yeah.
about Invincible?
For Invincible, I like the IP, so that kind of helps, I guess. Like I
Yeah.
watched the show. I didn't read the comic, but I really like the show, and I like that. I like how the game feel, and especially not only that it's 3v3, but like there's also motion input. So like it
Mm.
kind of helps that it's not just all buttons. You can like do motion, so that you don't have all 8 button use in a uncomfortable layout. So like, yeah, I tried a bit though. It was fun. Just needing the full game now to really like put time in practice and do stuff.
Mm. What about Toko?
Token is fun too, but it feels less. I felt it changed. It's a tag game, but it feels less tag, but there's still some
Mm.
tag elements. But it feels more like if you play a character or two, that's enough maybe, and then you just swap depending on matchup or what you're comfortable with or not.
Yeah.
And it feels more like a Granblue Dragon Ball thing where like it's simple enough but hard to master, and like you use your assist to extend strings or whatever. It's different from like Invincible and 2x KO perhaps. Like it's all tag games, but it's kind of like not the same tag usage or system in a
Yeah.
way.
Makes sense. So
That's
seems
kind
like
of where I come from, BBTAG. Yeah, so it's like I can kind of put a portrait on those kind of. I feel.
yeah, makes sense. I was about to ask if you feel like you have a general affinity for tag games, but you kind of answered that for me.
Yeah.
Was BB Tag your first game? Your first fighting game?
Uh, Fighting game wise, I'd say I always played fighting games like in my life since childhood, like for
Mm.
fun. Like I don't know, I played like stuff like Soul Calibur on the PS2. I think those were like my first few fighting games, like Soul Calibur 2 and 3, the goats. Uh and then I played some fighting games during like my teenage years and young adult years. Like but I didn't like went to tournaments until like 2018, 19, like locally.
Gotcha.
And I'd say my very first beat with BB Tag would be like Soul Calibur 6. I played at LAN ETS 2019 that year, and I went like middle of the pack in Soul Calibur 6 as an online 2P scrub. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm not too bad, or I can be good. And I got crushed. I'm like, this game's fun. So and yeah, and I started like BB Tag not long after. Like seriously, like I got the game day one, but I didn't play much. And then
Mm.
I saw there's BB Tag bracket, so I'm like, I'm gonna play. I was bad. I learned, and it's all coming up from there. It's how it goes.
Yeah, it seems like you like the process of learning, you like the process of competing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Seems like partly the games you like are because you like the scene you engage with, you like being
It's
part
like
of a larger thing.
this. Yeah, BB Tag is special for that one because it's like the scene really makes up for it because it's
Mm.
not like an active game nowadays in the sense like online or even locally like offline. And even by then, 2019, like a lot of people stopped, I think, after the first few months of BB Tag even. So like even 2019, it was kind of like small already, I think, when I
Mm.
started. So like it's like there's people that come and go, but like it was still like not the most, but I enjoyed it and I like the franchise the game, so I guess that helps. Especially Ruby.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's the game where you get to play Ruby characters.
Yeah, exactly. I mean my first team was like Ruby Gang, like before the 2.0 patch, and then I swapped Ruby for Yumi since 2.0, and now I play Yang Yumi all the time.
Mm. So would you consider yourself a bit more of a character specialist than some of the other people in Montreal? Like there are players that like to swap around, like to play the cast.
Yeah, I I'd say I'm more of a character specialist, maybe if people ask, because like I rarely swap or like switch, even for matchups. I think, especially like I have a team in BB Tag for BB Tag. I feel that team can like Yang Yumi can like manage a lot of matchup and people playstyle in general. So I just have
Mm.
it's more on my side that I have to switch up or adjust. I'd say, but I feel like by the number of like bracket I succeeded or went far in those, I think it's a pretty good team. I don't really need to swap, in my honest feeling.
Right, makes sense. Generally,
Yeah,
you can adapt as a player in any spots where you feel like
yeah.
there's room to.
Especially like those characters are pretty good on their own already, so I feel like swapping one of those wouldn't like help me in a lot unless I'm playing a specific strat or counter specific playstyle or whatever.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Mm.
What would you say you like about the a local scene? Like, I think we have a pretty active BB tag scene considering the size of the
Yeah,
game. Like, the people are pretty
yeah.
passionate about it.
Yeah, I think a lot of passion and just the skill level is like really hell. I went from like being O3 like all the time without knowing what I was doing even to like playing competitively and just learning the game and all that. I learned a lot from back then MTLX Spider and Bo, like long figureheads from the scene, and I just played offline each week, and I got I got rocked on a lot, but eventually you learn and play.
Yeah.
And not nowadays today, there's like even some few new people either like coming back or like since last year or two, there's been like a small bloom like late 2023, 2024. Like it's been interesting a bit.
Oh yeah, I think you guys have an infectious passion for it. We're like, even
It's very infectious, I think. Like, oftentimes it's mostly the BB type people making noise at weeklies, monthlies, even regionals, majors. Yeah, it's very fun.
oh yeah, I think a big part of having fun in your scene is just like people are down to make some noise, people are down to celebrate what's
Yeah,
going on. It makes you want to go, damn, I want to get in on that. I want to, I want to be part of this crowd. Like,
yeah. Sometimes it works. Like sometimes those people curious or start playing for fun or on the side, and either they main the game or they play it as a third game, whatever. It's pretty easy to pick up and come back. So it's kind of like Granblue in that sense, to be
hmm,
honest. So it's just fun to mash, and you can like stop, come back anytime without like taking a full week to like get your timings back, like in some more harder game, I'd say.
yeah. Yeah, the ability to have it as a like I'm gonna have fun with my friends playing the bracket game, I think is very good. Like that is a problem I think
Yeah,
Strive has right now, where a lot of people
yeah,
are like, this game stresses me out. I like it when I'm playing it well, but you know, you
yeah.
you don't see a ton of
Uh,
people going, wow, I really want to go to my offline brackets to vibe, because
yeah, I feel like I didn't play much Strive to start with. I played a bit when it launched, but I don't think it clicked well with me or my playstyle. So
hmm,
I mostly like just watch on the side. I commented a few times in the very early Strive days. I did some commentary. Yeah, but I feel like any game that gets older, like Strive is like almost what 4 or 5 years now. It's kind of old. It's
yeah,
becoming an old game, kind of. So it's like the people nowadays, it's kind of like BBTAG, where I feel like the skill, the people who play are like really really good or like deep into it. So it's like it's at that spot right now, I'd say.
yeah. Our local persona scene's kind of also like that, where like people will drop in and out, but the people that are consistently like top four, top five are really like they are about it. They're a high mark to
Yeah, I mean,
match.
any game to be honest, but yeah, there's few like popping off scene like BBTAG, like you said, Persona and few other smaller, least popular, less popular games, kind of just having their own thing.
Yeah, I think it is really nice that our local scene has the room to kind of just showcase that kind of stuff. Like while
Mm,
we're in, as you described it, a bit of a content drought for games, a lot of people are
yeah,
going, oh yeah, let me check out this older thing. Let me see what the people in my scene are about.
mm, yeah. Like we have like often nowadays, often like either at weeklies, but mostly monthlies, like throwback games, like old games bracket or whatever. I think
Hmm.
that kind of like not only like casual fun, but like also for the people who are like average good or like super good. They can play and showcase, and sometimes it makes people discover other games and other stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
they wouldn't thought to try or to like, and sometimes it works.
Hmm. Hmm. Uh, so
Yeah.
it's go ahead.
Oh no, you can go ahead. Sorry.
No worries. Outside of the stuff that you're looking forward to and we're currently playing, what are some other games you played in the past? You mentioned BB Tag. You mentioned Soul Calibur a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Soul Calibur. I played like at the monthly recently, but I don't really play it anymore. Other
Hmm,
games, I've played a bunch of games. Like I tried some Melted Blood Type Lumina, like for example. There was quite a lot of people playing it, but I think it was like after COVID a bit, right? Or
hmm.
when we start coming back RL. So like I didn't play much during pandemic because well, all online games were pretty bad netcode wise, so there
Yeah.
was not much reason for me, at least for me, to play them. I feel I was still like not good at learning in general, or like slow. So like,
Hmm,
well, I feel like nowadays I can learn stuff better, faster, maybe with like just my experience in general, but like also all the online content to help learning and play. I think really does a lot to people.
hmm.
But yeah, I played Metal Type Lumina. I tried some Persona, but at some point I was just like, well, I know I have to either play more, because it's kind of old and legacy. Like skill in a wise. Like it's a 2013, 14 game.
Yeah.
Like if you count vanilla, so like some people have been playing since that. So uh, I've played some Tekken 7. I really like Tekken. I'd say like outside of it, I like Tekken. I really like Tekken not only because, but yeah, since Tekken 7, I played like a bit before during Tekken 7 era. I played one DreamHack Tekken 7. I got 17, I think, at DreamHack Montreal 2019 when it was at the Olympic Stadium. That
Hmm.
was fun. But yeah, when COVID hit, well, the online netcode wasn't good, so like they upgraded a bit of netcode, but it wasn't like enough to
Hmm.
really make up for the netcode. But Tekken it has been a bit better. Like it's good in general, but there's still some hiccups. I think 3D game is just cursed in general. Even for good netcode, it's really harder than like 2D games. So
Yeah, it
for
makes
the
sense.
moment, otherwise, I tried some Under Night too, but not having crossplay kind of hurts. At least for me,
Hmm.
I love this thing super passionate, and I tried a few times, but it's like yeah, it's very unique. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a very dense game to crack. Like, you really gotta
yeah,
understand what it wants out of you.
yeah. And Granblue, I like Granblue, but like yeah, that netcode and no crossplay. But when Rising came out, I was super excited because like finally Granblue gets its true redemption with rollback crossplay and a lot of needed mechanics changes and so on. So that was very fun for a while.
Hmm.
It's still fun. Yeah.
Yeah. You were mentioning you were playing a bit before or COVID, and then again after
Yeah.
lockdowns. Do you feel like the scene's changed at all between those times? Do you feel like approaches have
Yeah,
generally changed?
especially since I'd say I started really hard 2019, so like only got basically like a year before everything went down.
Yeah.
So I know some people who still were before, but I didn't see some people since then. So yeah, it
Hmm.
changed quite a lot, but I think we still got a lot of new people since like 2021, 22, and so on. So like it's part of life, but also it hasn't like completely changed. But yeah, I mean it changed things for sure, like in general.
Hmm. How do you think those vibes have shifted?
Um, I mean, for sure nowadays, like anyone could say, like I think online is way more bigger or important, I'd say, but I
Hmm.
still think it's important to play and have offline scene, I'd say, because there's just some things and stuff that doesn't translate as good or well online than offline, and I just think you play and learn so much better and faster offline than online. That's my opinion, but
Hmm.
uh, yeah, but I still think there's people that care a lot about offline here. So as long as there's that, I guess I'm happy that we can play offline at weeklies and monthlies and stuff in bigger events in general.
Yeah.
And also, without the pandemic, it would have been harder to convince games to have rollback because no game almost had that before. So
Yeah.
it was like kind of necessary in a way, sadly, to get the point across. And now you remember they wanted to really strive without rollback, and that
Hmm.
first bit on delay was like unplayable.
Hmm.
That was funny. And then I think they delayed like the game few months just to put rollback and story. They did EVE Online that year. It's like yeah, rollback's good, so now everyone knows that it's a worthy addition to any game.
Oh yeah, it's really nice to see. I remember playing fighting games in high school and just outright like, especially I was playing on Wi-Fi at the time. I was like, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
bother playing netplay. This is not good.
yeah, yeah. Like it's even for rollback Wi-Fi is like okay, but still like doesn't beat wired. Unfortunately, because Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
because for fighting game you really need the stability of the connection more than the speed or anything. It's just a general, but yeah, but it helps on Wi-Fi for sure. Like rollback Wi-Fi is better than Wi-Fi delay. That's for sure.
Yeah, I feel like delay Wi-Fi was just like unplayable. Rollback Wi-Fi is like, this is annoying sometimes. This is not the true
Yeah, it's
experience,
it's
but
really depend the connection between the two or the game, how it handles it. Yeah, it's really like a case by case scenario to be honest.
yeah. Generally in the games you have played, this is just a trend and I've noticed. It seems like you
Mm.
really like guest characters. And you also
I
like the
finally been
crossover.
spotted.
You like the
Yeah.
crossover in BBTAG as well. Would you say that like part of the appeal for you in the characters is like, oh cool, it's something from something else I like coming in, or is it really just a matter of like, damn, I happen to like the guest characters? I don't know.
I feel it's a bit of both. It's either those are characters that I really like, the characters or the franchise, or they really just fit the game plan I'm playing
Hmm.
in general. Like for like Yang, I just like play around the armor a lot, which is kind of our whole game plan almost. The 5B, the jump B, the 2B, like all those moves. And in other games, I've got like other characters, like vanilla characters in other game, but I feel like I don't know. The guess oftentimes like the guess either are like really good too. Like I play Noctis in Tekken 7. I play 2B. I mentioned yeah in Soul Calibur 6.
Mhm.
And Tekken 8, I played Victor like day one because well there was no guess day one of course. And when they announced 5, I'm like oh it looks cool. And then yeah he's pretty strong. It's more balanced now. He's pretty strong.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's part of the appeal that they get people. But now I'm already like playing those games, so it's not like oh I never play a fighting game and I see those characters. I'm already playing them, so I gotta know the basics more nowadays than before.
Yeah,
So
makes sense. Do you
yeah,
consider yourself a big Final
but
Fantasy fan?
but yeah, I mean it's a funny remark, but yeah, I guess I just gravitate towards guess maybe a lot. But like in Granblue, I try to be. She's like good, but I can't just. She has no dash light attack 6XL or triple combo system, so it's kind of different from my Seox game plan. So I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's really like I have to rewire my brain to play 2B. So I kind of gave up on that.
Yeah, it makes sense. Funnily, I think to an extent you have to turn your brain off to play 2B. You just swing, swing,
Yeah,
haha, I'm
that too. To
running.
be honest, just to every aspiring 2B in Granblue, just run start 5M. You will thank me later.
Yep,
Stop on that.
I didn't like the direction they took Lucilius. I didn't like
Yeah,
playing
they they
Avatar
they
Belial.
really they really butchered him a lot. I can attest. They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think Randall's very. Yeah, it feels like often like to nerf or adjust, they just butcher a lot of a character identity and stuff, and then it just feels. Oh, I'm supposed to do my whole game playing with like few stuff, or not even against people who can just do their own stuff since day one, or at least
Yeah.
since they got released. Yeah,
Yeah, they really want
that's
you
my
to
opinion.
follow
But yeah,
their designated game
yeah,
plan. I feel like a lot of their patches really
yeah.
are like, hey, we want you to use this now. Hey, you're using this a bit too much.
Yeah, it's pretty much either use that or switch or whatever. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Lucius is like, yeah, he was pretty strong. I mean, at some point, then they nerf him. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
now he's pretty much the shadow of what he was.
I think it makes
But
sense.
I still think in general, like Granblue still has a lot of like possible like good characters and stuff. Like it's not to doom, but it's
Oh,
just like character preference and player preference. But I still like in general, there's still more viable people in that game, and in games in general nowadays, like a lot of characters are viable more than like games before, for sure.
oh yeah, like even in Strive and when I was playing Granblue, my impression really was like you can play whoever. Like if you understand how to play the game, you'll have a few problems. There will definitely be characters that are like, yeah, you know what, this character doesn't really have weaknesses. But that it
Yeah,
never felt like I am just absolutely throwing by picking this character. Like even Lucilius post nerfs was like I didn't like how they changed him. I really liked playing with blade level. I really liked cycling my specials.
yeah,
But I wasn't like, oh wow, this character's unplayable. It was kind of just like character doesn't play how I want to
yeah,
play.
yeah. No, and I feel like nowadays like characters are made to be better in general.
Mm,
Like from day one, than like way older games where either it's a joke character or a character that is not meant to win. So,
yeah, I think they're a
but yeah,
lot more cognizant of people
it's
competing.
also been a thing in few games nowadays, sadly, that they try to either nullify or remove weaknesses of characters, and
Mm,
now they're like all balanced, but like then they don't have weaknesses, so like they're just a Swiss knife, they're just good at everything. And being happening in a few games, like Taken Season Patch 2.
mm,
I think also that Under Night 2 patch, like they just buffed like the top tiers when people say no, please nerf them.
mm.
Also, few characters in Street Fighter 6, they just kind of do everything well. They don't really have any weaknesses beside one or two stuff. Like it's been a general trend too. It's not like exclusive to one game or one series. It's just, I guess, in general.
Yeah, I think it makes some amount of sense of like you're trying to bring in new players. They see the character that they're like, oh, this one's so cool. I want to play this character, and then they're like, oh wait,
Yeah,
this feels bad to play. They'll bounce off of it. But at higher levels,
yeah,
that gets a little dicey.
Like yeah, like especially Tekken season 2 was kind of alright. But like yeah, everyone is kind of broken, so
Mm,
therefore no one is bad, but everyone is broken. Everyone can rob you in one way or another. So like it's I feel like in part like Clive had like an attack they won like forward 1+2 where just swinging sword twice in front of you. You were jail string. You couldn't sidestep or punish even.
hmm,
So once they learned that move, he's way more balanced now. He still has something to like balance him out, but I feel like in general he's like top 10, 50, but he's not like super top 3 broken.
gotcha, gotcha.
Like, but yeah, I feel like you gotta give them like some weaknesses, but that's good for like every character. Is like, oh, Kazuyo has a weak left side, but let's give him an attack that covers weak side. So it's like that doesn't make sense. That's
Mm,
you gotta give everyone some weaknesses in some way. But yeah, I guess it's part to bring back some people or new players in, but like at the end, if everyone's strong, then no one is bad, kind of thing.
yeah. Uh, I feel like a lot of people just outright stopped playing Tekken 8 when season 2 dropped. I think you generally stuck with
Oh,
it. Why is that?
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that they stopped playing.
I think a lot of people stopped playing Tekken 8 when season 2 dropped, but I
Oh
think you
yeah.
stuck with
I
it. You were
mean,
still playing brackets. Like,
yeah. It's right because I like the game personally
mm,
too. But yeah, I feel like even Tekken 8 Season 1 was like, oh, this game's good, it got few stuff. But if they patch or fix those, but they kind of did a 180 or
mm,
more. So like people are more pissed. And yeah, for some good reason, yeah, they just stop or play way, way less. So I really hope like the season 3, like they said that the video themselves, they bring Tekken back to basics. And just general, just make Tekken and less of a just pick whoever and you have no weaknesses and have fun. Just yeah, hopefully Tekken season 3, but I think well you saw, but recent Arada departure from Vamco, like they have overall new people, new team working on Tekken and Balance, so like well, he was gonna leave for a few years now, but decided like last year was his last, so
yeah.
yeah, so nowadays people can't blame Arada. I don't want to see people blaming Arada on Twitter or the internet. Like they really said it on the World Tour final. Don't ask me for stuff anymore. That was his last great gift. We're gonna get Kunimitsu, Bob, and Roger Jr. coming up. I think my take is that the last one's gonna be a guest character. I could be wrong, but I'm
Hmm,
really sure it's gonna be a guest character. Again, that's what made Tekken 7 popping off big in parts. I'm like, yeah, they're not gonna stop at one guest.
makes sense. Is there any guess that
Yeah.
would make you drop Clive?
It really depends who that is, but given it could be an SNK character, I could imagine SNK character could come again. Maybe
Hmm,
not Geese, but I don't know, like Terry Rock, I don't know. Otherwise, we got Negan from The Walking Dead Tekken 7, so maybe they could put, I guess, a antagonist from a TV series in the game. Maybe not, but to be honest, people want the big thing is that people want Tifa, but I'm like, I don't think they're gonna put Tifa. Like it's been so long, they will have put a Tifa already if she was
yeah.
really gonna be in the game. So I'm like, I'm not a Tifa believer, unfortunately.
Would feel a bit
But I
weird
think
if
for now,
they had two Final
I'll
Fantasy
be happy
characters.
with Clive for the remaining Tekken 8, I think. But I want to really try play Kunimitsu too. I kind of liked her in 7, but it was like she released when I think during COVID and pandemic. So like, oh, she's fun, but game barely playable online. So.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Did
she was fun 7. Like, yeah, she was good.
hmm, makes sense.
She's more Tekken basics, but people, oh, she has skip neutrals and all that. I'm like, yeah, that's the character. That's it. Uh, the skip neutral has always been part of fighting games in some way. So
Yeah, you can't completely remove it.
yeah, some characters either gonna get the teleport or a big jump, whatever. It's kind of skipping neutral in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no matter how much you slow down neutral, somebody is going to have some tool that makes them able to cheat it slightly, and that will be your relative neutral
Yeah,
skip in the game.
I saw yesterday, because it was yesterday for us at the time of recording the PlayStation Direct with Tokan Trader. They show Magic from Marvel. She has teleport. I'm like, yeah, that's a good skip neutral.
Yep, there you go.
And like there's always like skip neutral, rushing in, traps, traps character kit. They're in every game. So
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
there's always an archetype of every character, almost in every game.
You need to have your characters to appeal to different players.
Yeah, exactly. If you only make like I think it's a good point. Yeah, like a lot of games like Street Fighter, Granblue have a lot of shadows, but they're all also like really, really good. So it's really hard to like when the top 4 or 5 are like shadows or semi shadows, it's kind of hard to diversify. And when you're seeing either the same matchup or the shadow winning every time, so yeah, it's kind of grim
If you ask nicely
sometimes.
enough, you can play against Matera.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, apparently the zoners got better in Granblue. I'm like, yeah, no. Like Seox supposedly is supposed to deal well with those, but some zoners actually just screw over Seox, actually.
Yeah,
Depending
I think he's very
yeah.
exploitable. Like you can get
Yeah,
in
yeah,
on
it's very
people,
exploitable.
but like if they
Yeah.
know, they know.
If then yeah, it's pretty much Seox is pretty much just not a cheesy matchup, but like if you know how to deal with Seox, you win because it's not like average character. Like you gotta know the Seox stuff to win against him.
Yeah, like I can relate to that with Nagoriyuki. Like baseline, you'll get away
Yeah,
with a lot of stuff because like they just don't know. But the moment you play
yeah,
against someone that does, you're like, okay, damn, I really gotta use my brain. I gotta play the game now. And ah shit, you know what? There are places where if you really
yeah.
know, it's hard for me to play the game.
I play in Tekken. If people know how to duck against my high ass Clive or just know the Clive stuff, I'm screwed because
Hmm.
his small Tekken is very bad, and I gotta use the Phoenix stance all the time to go make plays and try stuff because otherwise he's not really making moves on people.
Hmm.
And if they know that they're frame data or if the duck or not a sidestep, then I'm screwed. So it's basically like you said, like if people know the counterplay to your character or some stuff, then they can beat you. They're not like invincible.
Would you say there's generally a trend among the characters as you play? Like, is there something you can really think of like, oh yeah, these all play to my playstyle in this way, or is it kind of just vibes based? You pick up what feels good.
When I play guest,
No, just characters in general.
well, I tend to go for more mix-up oriented rushdown style, I'd say. So like Yang, I just go gorilla on people. That's kind of what you have to do. Try with her, or maybe in Tekken case like Noctis, Victor, and Noctis and Clive, I just like long mid-range Tekken to cut
Hmm.
people, and then when I get closer, and then I do my closer stuff, I just like playing the range game because it's kind of broken, I guess. But if people know, or then I get beat up. But
Hmm.
if they don't know I can deal, then I win the long mid-range. Let's say with Clive in Tekken.
Gotcha. So it sounds like to an extent you really like putting the onus on your opponent to know how to beat you. You like
Yeah,
you like if you're both getting in the ring and neither of you knows the other character, that you'll probably have the better character punch for punch.
yeah, maybe, yeah, but like it's not like I've like even Tekken, like people I play against people locally or in tournaments, regional majors, they know how to deal with Clive. So I'm like, yeah, I'm basically a nobody. I don't feel it's every character, but like Clive is, I'd say, is more dealable now, in my
Hmm.
honest opinion, than before. He might get another again, I don't care.
Hmm. Yeah, you like the
Like,
character.
still, yeah, I like the character. And even then, sometimes you just nerf nonstop a character like Akuma in 7, and the Akuma people just gonna be Akuma, just gonna do Akuma things and still win. So there are some characters are just almost impossible to balance on nerf
Hmm.
completely. I think if they're good enough, of course. But
Yeah, no, going back to the Nagoriyuki thing, like they can
yeah,
take away whatever they want out of his kit. He hits you with
yeah,
heavy slash and you're dead.
they're happy chaos, and people are still winning with happy chaos. So
Yep.
it's yeah.
Yeah, HC is currently considered one of the best characters in the game once again.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like unless they completely like kill the character kit or development like near in Rising, like unless they nerf to a near level, like you can win with any character.
Yeah,
Unless they
like
completely like kill the character kit, yeah.
they gotta really mean it.
Yeah. They really gotta like target that character. But otherwise most of the time you can win with anyone almost.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that is a general positive. Like
Yeah.
retreading the thing of like not really having bad characters joke characters. I think that probably is good for the longevity of your game to not have someone sit down and go, "Hey, you know what? I like playing this character. Ah, shit, this character actually
Yeah.
loses. Okay, I guess I'll go play something else."
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what happened with few games like I don't know Granblue, but also like what game? I think Tekken Minute 2 had big like balance switch, like balance. Oh, this character is good, and then next patch or two, oh, this character is actually like unplayable. You know, there's
Mm.
some games that I guess that's why some games don't balance as often or often in general. But I still feel like some major balance like once or twice a year is fine, in my
Yeah.
opinion, rather than just not doing anything. Of course, it depends like between like big major tournament, like pro circuit wise, of course. Like I think the best time is like after a game like pro final or evo or something, like when things reset and either there's a like vacation period, not vacation, but like that does like nothing for like 1 2 months. Okay, drop a patch, like drop your yearly patch, like because if you don't do that, then the rest of the year is like, oh, there's always a tournament coming up, or there's always a major. It's kind of harder.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta actually drop them in a way that you're not just like, hey, you got a tournament in a week. Learn all of this.
Yeah, yeah, because there's some games definitely like even sometimes nowadays like the oh they drop either a big like leather patch like we went from I don't know like 7.29 to 7.3 like
Mm.
or oh we're dropping a mid-size patch mid-tournament, so like oh
Mm.
sometimes the meta and strategy switch that they do that during tournament. That's the Valve special. They
Oh wow.
sometimes they care, sometimes they don't care. It's literally like 50-50. Yeah.
Do the tournaments actually change patch like mid-run?
It definitely happened in Dodo. Like 1 year, I don't remember, I think 2018. One of the hero in the game in Dodo, Pangolier, he got
Mm.
like at the start of tournament, he wasn't legal because he just got released, and sometimes they wait before putting him in the captain mode, like the competitive mode they play in
Yeah.
tournaments. And then like a few days after, like a group stage, I think it was a major in China or something, or in Asia, and they made Pangolier legal like mid-tournament
Huh.
in captain mode.
That's wild.
So one team picked Pangolder nonstop because they had a cracked player playing Pangolder. They won the tournament. So yeah, that was like that was yeah.
League of Legends had the equivalent where they had an event where they killed Gangplank, and they just went, "You can't play Gangplank this week." But they,
Like at all.
yes, they completely removed him from draft. They removed him from normal pick, but he was reworked, and they went, "After this, you're gonna get to play the rework." And
Like, but they brought him back during the tournament or after?
that's the thing. In the European in finals,
Oh, okay.
Gangplank was legal on their tournament realm, and there
Yeah.
was a team that just played the reworked Gangplank like every single game,
Oh,
and the other team was just like, "We haven't played
yeah.
against
No,
this
it's
thing. We had
definitely
no idea this was
competitive.
broken."
Yeah, no, definitely some whack. Yeah, it's like yeah. I feel it's very different for like PC games or like more esport games on like fighting games sometimes. But I feel like in general, like the more esport game, they try to balance more around tournaments than let's say the average fighting game. I really feel like fighting game they just patch whenever they want, you know.
Yeah,
Like it's really but like even though like deadlock is like an alpha right now, it's super like might be closed beta or open beta soon, and they just update the game a lot, so it's always like shifting right now. Like they just added 6 characters in Deadlock during like a month, so
yeah,
with a lot of changes, items, maps, all that. Well, that's like really big shift, and like getting 6 characters in such a short spawn time is like insane. It's gonna take like a few months to figure out what they're good, what they're bad at, and
oh yeah, that is
so
wild.
yeah, that's wild. That's the kind of remind me, I think, of when I played Dota 2 in closed beta. Sometimes they had the 1 2 3 roll during single patch. Like, oh my god, it's the yeah, just figuring them out, what they're good, what they're bad at, their best role position, itemization, all that. It's
Yeah, it's kind of
yeah, it
cool.
kind of remind me of the good old days of Dota 2. I think that's why I like Deadlock
Mm.
big parts. And it's like a room. It's like it's a MOBA first, but with a lot of hero shooter elements. You have skills and you have all the movement. Like if you're good at movement in FPS, you're gonna someone's gonna can be good at Deadlock very easy and fast too.
Interesting. Like I played a lot
Yeah,
of Overwatch when it came out, and I remember
yeah.
I really liked the 3 tank metas as that people hated because I was like, I love this. I'm playing a MOBA.
Was that goat? The goat meta?
Even before goats, there was like
Oh, okay.
there was a meta where people would play like I think Lucio, Ana, Roadhog. Og
The
Soldier.
three nerd, three tank, I think.
Uh,
Yeah.
no, not even. There
Oh,
was
that's
a
good.
three tank
Okay.
version. There was also a. There was three tank, three healer. There was also three tank, two healer, and soldier. Because
Mm-hmm.
you would just have your tanks run around doing whatever. Like, yeah, cool. We're soaking damage for Orana to consistently get at ult, and then soldier would pop visor. Ana would nano him, and he would just have aimbot
Oh
and wipe
yeah,
the
yeah,
team.
just killing everyone. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
that's Nano Boost, Soldier 76, all the way, whole GG, shake my hand.
Yep. And then Goats was specifically like, again,
Three
exploiting
tanks
alt
similar.
charge. It was just like
Yeah,
you had combos. You would do Zarya Graviton into Udiva Bomb.
yeah.
Uh, you would. I mean, Brig was just generally broken on
Oh yeah,
release.
yeah,
Her armor didn't
true.
fall off. It was just insane. Like, I remember someone
Yeah.
comparing it to you get Lucio ult, but it lasts between the fight if you win it. And I was like, oh damn, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's very, very funny how like patches between like PC game and more esport game that fight game affect things sometimes. That was kind of like what I did a lot before fighting games. I was more into Dota before. I still play some Dota, but like way less than fighting games now or
Mm.
period. Yeah,
Yeah, you were pretty involved in the esports side of things. Like, you
yeah,
have on
yeah.
your bio that you used to write about Dota. What drew you to that?
I like Dota.
Hmm.
That's the first thing, I guess. I like the game,
Makes
and
sense.
some website back then there in French, they were searching people to write about esports. I said, "Oh, I know about Dota and some other games esport," and then it's kind of easy because they're in in Quebec at least, but even Canada, it's not really known or popular a lot
Mm.
like Dota. So like yeah, I know the people in the game. I can like write about it, and I wrote for like almost 2 years, I think, about Dota, but sometimes I covered like some local event like LAN ETS or DreamHack Montreal back then. So
Hmm.
some event I just got in. I did one interview 1 year with Justin Wong and FChamp actually.
That's sick.
Yeah, and just seeing the pro players and seeing esports stuff in Montreal was fun. Uh, yeah, so from like late 2016 to like late 2018 around, I did that. And then afterwards, that's where I started more the fighting game part.
Hmm.
So that works timeline wise, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I wrote about some fighting game stuff too, because I was like, I guess a casual watcher before. Like, beside, I was watching like few major tournaments like Evo, but also like medium, big event like I don't know, like Combo Breaker, CEO, Evo, those stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, I knew less about locally because beside the main event Montreal, like locally, I wasn't really into those, but yeah, I wrote through fighting game stuff, so I think that helps too. Like some interest, or at least for me, just to say, hey, those players and games exist, and those are sick to watch and play.
Yeah. I also had a period where I studied journalism in CEGEP because I really wanted to write about esports, and then
I did some journalism in CIGEP in my
hmm,
program, but it didn't end up in that. But yeah, that's what helps, but yeah,
yeah, I always found the player narratives very interesting. The general, just like,
yeah.
I don't know, watching the emotion of someone competing is very compelling.
Yeah, you can see that team game. But I like it way more in the fighting game aspect because it's
Mm,
mostly 1v1, and it really feels more personal than deep. Maybe you can also feel that for team games, but sometimes you don't have everyone aspect or personality shown well as like fighting games. I feel.
yeah, I think that Riot
Yeah,
has gotten better at it. Like, a lot of people that I thought were good esports journalists at the time ended up getting
yeah.
hired for or their broadcast team. Like, there were
Hmm.
uh, you might have seen in the memes from it of like the faker "all roads lead to me" clip.
Not sure. I
Okay,
try to follow something, but I'm not really that deep or knowledgeable. Beside that goal, Faker is the goalie won 3 in a row.
yeah, basically. It's very
Yeah.
hard to be a faker hater. I have always liked the teams that he
No,
beats,
no. I
and
recognize
it's
Faker
tough.
like even among all my favorite like esport athlete or person, I know like Faker, winning like three back to back world championship is not easy feat no matter what. So like
Oh yeah.
it's not everyone. It's like I don't know, Arsenal winning all the evils and taking War Tour in a single year. Like who can do that beside him?
Oh yeah. That
Or even
consistency is
MenRD
impressive.
winning two evils in Street Fighter 6 last year. Like that. Like those are so hard. Like you're playing against I don't know 4-digit people bracket playing those games, and It's so hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and in dollar equivalent, I don't know, would be well OG. If you, in dollar, like I'd say one of the greatest team of all time would be like OG
Mm.
winning like the international, which is like basically the worlds of league, but in dollar. They basically won TI in 2018 and 19 with the same 5 player back to back. That is an
Oh,
insane
nice.
accomplishment. Although, yeah, this player after they had a few different also, but never those 5 again together. But those 5 back to back, they were like so good. Like 2018, they were a Cinderella run. They went from open qualifier to winning TI 8. I went to Vancouver to see it even. That was very fun.
Hmm.
With my dad. And 2019, they qualified. They were among the top. I don't know if they were favorite. They were among the favorites, and they just stomped everyone like so bad. They were just over everyone. They won super easily at TI9. Like, and that is so hard to do nowadays. No team, even the best team, they can't win TI back to back now. It's so much competitive too again nowadays.
Yeah.
Like maybe like Team Spirit won TI in 2021 and 2023. But like beside those two, like it's not back to back, but it's pretty close. They had like 1 player difference between those two lineup that there was different. But like it's so hard nowadays to like win back to back your biggest event in any game. It's so hard now. Unless you're like the faker of your game or something.
I
It's
mean, even then, like T1 just and Faker especially just really have something about them where like they step up when it's worlds, they step up when it matters. Like,
yeah, I think it's definitely like OG rest of the year they're bad. OG at TI
yep,
top teammates. Yeah, I think some team players even really try when they're like in bracket or farther in the bracket. But
yeah,
if you have to qualify and then you don't make it, then it doesn't matter. It's if you don't make it out of your group stage or top 8, then it's but yeah, there's certainly the major effect or the top bracket effect for sure.
oh
Oh, you
yeah,
got to reach that first too. It's kind of yeah, but you have to qualify. If you don't qualify, then doesn't matter.
yeah. That's the funny thing. Like the last few years, it has looked like Faker's team might not even qualify. Like they just barely pull it out in playoffs in the qualifier wherever it matters, and it's like okay, but surely you're starting from the lowest bracket you can.
Yeah,
Are they that good this year? And then it's like, no, you know what? My bad. I doubted you. My fault, man.
my bad, my bad. They didn't believe the script enough. Yeah, sometimes the plot armor is just really there for some reason.
Yeah.
And
I
even though they're like some players that attended like every TI qualified, some players stop qualifying for like a year and two, and then they don't qualify ever again. It
yeah.
kind of happens too. Like it's kind of hard where like the game meta shift a lot, and
Hmm.
like Dodo is more of a team game now than like before. You could have 1, 2 good players and they'd carry everyone even if everyone was feeding. But nowadays you need like solid 5 team player like doing stuff as a 5 players team rather than just only the carry. I mean you can make plays too, of course, but like you can't solely win just by having the best carry or best mid in the world. At least in Dodo.
Yeah, similar
That's
in
the thing.
League.
Yeah.
Like a lot
You
of
need like a good core. Yeah, you need like a good team core in general. More than just 1, 2 player and then the rest just make sure they have a good game and they do the rest of the job.
yeah, like part of what impresses me about Faker's recent run is even just when he started, he was really like a mechanical player. It was really like, okay, yeah, you're outplaying people. At this point,
Yeah.
he is an enabler for his team. Like he plays with a lot of younger players that like
Mm.
have good mechanics, but clearly like are a bit hot headed
Less
or a bit
palatable,
reckless.
yeah.
And like
Yeah.
when they go to his POV, the big thing is like he is constantly panning his camera to his teammates. He's looking at what they're doing. He is giving them feedback.
Oh yeah. That I think that's what really helps is like when the senior player, like they not only become older, but if they try to like nurture the young talents or help future talents, that's where it matters. That's what I think most important too is how you help people and leave your legacy in a way. Is that
Yeah,
instead of just not only just like collecting a paycheck and have a good day, just yeah, you try to like make your team that's in a better place. I think that's right. Not to yeah, I think that's why I shift my mentality to a bit. I try to like in my hometown, I try to help. I since like late 2024, I help like once a month gaming eventer where I
mm.
live. So like in Vapansni, and there's some fighting game stuff. It's mostly like casual gaming now, but brackets, and I just discovered them, and I try to help people, or just run games and gain some interest through fighting games. With started with Street Fighter 6. I played some bracket back then just to get to know them and just see how it goes, and try to help some Tekken and other games sometime. Just to. I think that's one way. If you want future interest in your game or scene, then you need to nurture in some way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's kind of harder. I think it's like if we didn't add the new TOs in Montreal when the old one retired a few years, well, who knows where we would be.
Oh yeah, that in itself that's leaving your legacy. That is so much of like
Yeah.
in the fighting game scene. It's at such a DIY level for most
Yeah,
events.
it's very DIY heavy, like maybe more than like esport, but like for FGC at league or anything grassroots level is very sure. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, because for a while, I did a lot of BBTAG weeklies like back then during a certain period era. That's where like 2023, I'd say was one of my biggest year in fighting game. Like 2023, 2024, I'd say. It's only recently biased maybe, but like just in general, I feel it really shifted a lot since then.
Yeah, I think that is also just a matter of momentum. Like as you get more comfortable with the space, as you get a bit more knowledgeable about how things work, you naturally feel a bit more able to step up to things, be part of
Yeah.
organizing them, be part of making things move.
Yeah, like I feel like I just reached the point 2022 where I just got way better so that I could actually like won a few brackets. I won them monthly that year. Then I cannot wimble just up and down.
Mm.
And then I won not even the double Otakton. Like I
Yeah,
won
yeah,
the
local
BB
anime
tag
con.
that year. It's single elim. It's
It's
very
a
hard
vibe.
actually. Yeah, I just went through. I just won every set, like either 3-2 or very like I went. Then suddenly I'm in final. I'm like, oh, I'm in final. I'm like, I playing against that guy was super good. Like I went to game 5 and then I won. I did the hardest pop off in the venue. Uh, and yeah, that's that. I think it really gave me. It kind of changed it. It might be exaggerated, maybe to say feel, but at least for me, I feel it really changed it really changed my trajectory of like my confidence and level in the
Mm.
FGC in general because I felt way more confident. I played the monthly after at the new MGC back then, Chinatown. I was kind of like, yeah, I know I can win or go far, and I won after playing like 15 games against the same guy in the bracket. That was like back to back, like that was so hard to like because then people see you like they saw me win. They saw someone doesn't win one, then they take you more seriously.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
so like
Suddenly people are
they kind
prepping
of had
for
some
you.
eyes pressure on me, maybe, or I
Mm.
lost winner final 3-2 to an insta kill.
Mm.
Charlotte Weepkin is really really good at the game. I'm like, okay, I went final. I played so many games, I just clutched it out. And then there was some interest, so I started doing some weeklies every week or two, and monthlies or a bunch of people. 2024 got few new people too, and one of the young bloods we came on UMA 2024. I was there commenting. I was super happy,
Hmm.
of course, for him because some new blood, new people winning.
Who was that player?
Weep King, yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
he's super good. Yeah, I think just basically he played some multi blood under night. I think, but it's mostly BB tag.
Oh, okay. So
But
he's
he's really, really good. Yeah. So it's someone I saw. I knew he's good. He just got way, way, way better and
hmm.
very fast. So I got 7 at that human. He got first. Uh, for now, I made every since 2022. I basically made every top 8 at BB tab. But it's really, really harder and harder for
Mm.
sure. Like yours, I'm getting 7 now, but I'm still like it's still so hard to get there. It's just natural a bunch of local killer player, like you just play against same few people all the time, so it's really like you know them, they know you, so
Yeah, you're playing on a much deeper level.
it's way much deeper than just matchup. Yeah, sometimes it's mostly like personal, like they know your reaction or what you wanna do that situation or not. So like sometimes they just read me better, sometimes I read them better.
Yeah.
It's really part of yeah. And yeah, so and last year, even last year, you man, it was I really got 7 plays, and then I lost trio against Metal. Sometimes I beat him trio 3-2, or
Mm.
him 3-2 again. It's really like back and forth. It's like 50-50. Me and another player is like 50-50 in terms of win rate matchup.
Mm.
I think that's what I like to about playing those kind of older games in a way, maybe. That I didn't say is like maybe the personal, like deeper matchup, like connection you have against people, rather
Yeah,
than just, oh, I just played this guy once and he plays this character. That's the end of the day. It's
yeah, exactly. You know
but
that
yeah,
you're going to get your rematch. You know that at whether you won or lost, there will be another opportunity to play, and you have to
oh yeah,
learn the
for
player.
sure. I think people even said like me against Dante BBTAG is like one of the El Clasico in Montreal. It's pretty back and forth. Like so many times, either I win like 3-2 or he wins 3-2. It's like always like at the edge of the seat. It's like, but it's very like a classic. It's a matchup. And just in general, so like it's very like more personal. Yeah.
Hmm. Do you think you're someone that can tap into your competitive passion whenever you need to, or it's something that somewhat depends on the day?
Uh, well, I'd say I'm competitive in general, but like sometimes, if I don't feel competitive at whatever game because of patch or meta or just in general, I'm not gonna play or bother for that
Hmm.
game. I'd say
Okay.
like if there's big tag, I'm always gonna play. Just for the love of the game. I'm not playing this game for money. There's no money. That I'm just playing because I love the game. I like the game. I want to try to win or go far. Otherwise, I can play like a bunch of single player game or do other stuff, like other hobby passion. But it's just that competitive. I just like it, and
Yeah.
I want to do as long as I can and do. To be honest, like I'm like 29 right now, 29 years old. I feel like I'm becoming among the oldest in the scene. Like
Hmm.
not the oldest, but playing or attending events. There
Yeah.
most of the people are way younger than me for sure.
Oh yeah, I feel that
Uh
as well. I'm 28. Like,
yeah,
I talk to a
yeah.
lot of the Strive players, and I'm like, damn, you're a child.
Yeah, that's me. Sometimes when I talk to, oh, you're 22, you have your whole life ahead of you. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I feel like the age is like, sometimes I can just play single player games. I play some single player game. The back burner, I have a giga backlog, watching anime, building complex, reading books, stuff like that.
Yeah, you got plenty of other hobbies to tap into when you're not feeling too
Yeah,
competitive.
just like yeah, like for fighting game, I like fighting game, but I also like video games as general. So if I
Mm.
stop fighting game, I'm still gonna play or be around video game, but just not fighting game for that moment or era, if one day. But I don't only like fighting games, or one series of fighting game. I like fighting games in general, so that's why I play like a bunch of them, and not only like one series or one game, especially for yeah,
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Yeah, that wraps up most of the stuff I originally had on my itinerary. Is there anything else that comes to mind that you like to talk about?
Not sure. Well, yeah, that yeah, I said that, but yeah, just like compete in whatever I like in games, and back and forth. I think there's some games I can't get out, like BB Tech. There's always
Mm.
something brought me back in, like oh, maybe I won't play because of new games or whatever, and then if it's like always around there, I'm gonna give it a try and go. There's nothing to lose. Just
Yeah.
play and have fun. If I do good, then good. If I do less good, then it's opportunity for next time. I had like one bad tournament last year, Perfect Storm. I just played bad in every game or didn't got far.
Mm.
But I think maybe I needed that in a way because I think I was putting a lot of pressure on myself or something, or practice
Mm.
like a lot, and then I just default, and then I just maybe less pressure or just practice differently mentally, and it got better after a while. I feel like that it's kind of crashed all on me, but
Yeah,
it's a
it's
super sick event. Super sick event. It's more on the personal level. I was like, damn, I wasn't as good as I thought, or
oh
I
yeah, of
didn't do
course.
as good as I wanted. Yeah.
You can have a good time at the event and still kind of go, damn, I really didn't play well. I need to do better.
Yeah, it also happens sometime, you have at least have the people going 0-2 or 1-2 in bracket, so it
Yeah, exactly.
mathematically has to happen. But yeah, I think now it's like, yeah, I'm practicing, but if I take a few days break or not play before an event or in between, I'm not gonna be oh, I'm scared. I might play better actually because I'm less like uh tunnel visioning a game or like yeah, I'm more like clear mind when I play bracket and then I win rather than focusing one aspect and losing.
Yeah, you're able to tap into a bit of a flow state and just enjoy the moment for what
Yeah,
it is,
maybe I
rather than
think
feeling
that
like
flow
I
state
gotta
was
win.
maybe bad that back then. Yeah, maybe it was. I tried to be. Well, my advice to I give to people, sometimes even myself, is to be like try to be understandable or kind toward ourselves. I
Yeah,
think it's really hard because we're often
hmm
our worst critiques. So like,
I agree.
but sometimes people don't think that of you, but you're like, damn, I'm so bad at this game. I
Yeah,
played so
no,
bad today.
for
But
sure.
like people are like, oh, you played well, even though you went, our set was super close. But when you're like, yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
want the set, I'm bad. So
Oh
I
yeah.
think that's not that was like that before. But I think someday it got darker mind, dark thoughts. But
Yeah.
most of the time, I got 7 UMAD for a few years now. I'm not like toxic about that myself or against myself like them. I'm over 25 people. I got 7. I'm correct.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. You got to celebrate your wins.
yeah. Yeah, you gotta celebrate the wins where you can celebrate, right? I think that's what helps moving forward, learning and playing fighting games in general. Also, like killing the ego in general. I think that
Mm,
I learned it in the hard way, maybe, but like, or at least control your ego a bit.
yeah.
You gotta have some ego to win or to play. But
hmm
if you close your mind or head toward learning or adjusting stuff, then you're just banging against the wall, and it's
Yeah.
not good.
No, it's really hard to find that balance. Like
Yeah, I feel like battle balancing is something you go with. It's really hard. It's really hard,
you
and
got
often we can be culprits of it. Like
yeah.
no one's perfect. Even the pros sometimes are stuck
Yeah, you got to go
over
in
ego.
going, "Damn, I'm nasty," but at the same time, like that can stop you from learning.
So sometimes you gotta get humbled, and you gotta lose against a low tier to realize something.
And I mean, even then, you got to lose and be able to say, "You know what? This isn't a reflection of who I am forever. I can
Oh, that's
improve."
the hardest one. Yeah,
Yep, yep,
it's
yep,
like
yep.
yeah, I like to identify myself toward gaming, fighting it, but it's like yeah, at the end of the day, this is not my living.
Mm,
It doesn't pay my living. It's not, it's for fun. But it's sure something I care about or I want to
yeah,
try. If I didn't care or tried, I wouldn't go to tournaments or play that event or whatever. If
yeah,
I didn't care at all. It's not that I go somewhere and play, oh, I don't care. If I didn't care, I wouldn't go somewhere or play that game. That's for sure.
yeah. Exactly. You're naturally passionate if you're competing, but that can be a double-edged sword.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Hmm. All right. Well, oh, I think this is a nice place to wrap things up.
Yeah.
Do you have anything or anyone you'd like to shout out?
Uh, yeah, I can make a few shout outs. Shout out first and foremost to well, my friend esport team that I'm part in, Penumbra Esports. It's basically like a small esport team we started last year, and I just like the vibe around those people, and I just like them, and I wear the jersey every time there's a big tournament or monthly. And then the Montreal Dashers scene, of course, wouldn't be there without them mostly. Even before my team, I started as a nobody. Like I just got better with time and practice, and I just like them as people, friends, competitor. Like for everything. Like it's fun just inside and outside of gaming. Like just great people to vibe around, to have fun with in general. Uh, and yeah, also thank you to you for having me today for your series. That was fun to talk and reflect a bit. I think that was fun and interesting.
Yeah, it was a good time. Thank you for joining. It's
Yeah,
nice to talk to someone who I don't necessarily know as well. It gets me out of my comfort zone a bit, gets me to
yeah,
think a bit more about my questions, not just kind of go, yeah, okay, I know what you're about. Let me ask you the
yeah.
questions I know the answers to.
Well, I think I've said a lot too. So
Yeah.
hopefully,
Yeah, no, I think
I'm,
I
I'm
learned a
gonna
bit
try
more
to be
about you.
open book about stuff I like. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That really it comes through.
Hmm.
So yeah, one final question. What is your
Yes.
favorite starter Pokemon that is not Charizard?
Oh. Okay. Besides Charizard, well, I think I like Garchomp
Mm-hmm.
because of Gen 4 is where I started Pokemon actually with Pokemon Diamond
Mm,
and then Platinum, right? I guess Garchomp, maybe Lucario, basically Pokemons from Gen 4 a lot, I like. Yeah, Lucario, Garchomp, I'd say Garchomp. I even have a Garchomp on my Pokemon Legends ZA team. Yeah, I'd say Garchomp is pretty cool. I like, I guess, the cool slash edgy Pokemon. I don't know, but like they're just cool. I think Gen
Yeah.
4 has a lot of banger design in general. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorites as well.
yeah, yeah, I still like the game. You know, like I just play for fun. It's really like I just play for fun. I don't compete Pokemon, either the TCG or video one. I just play for fun.
Yeah. Well, with that, thanks for coming on. Have a good one.
Yeah, thank you very much.